La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on that?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good. You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105.
Between us. Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you?
In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat. Come in, I'm coming. You couldn't run the length to yourself.
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
The Warrington Irish Club, a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
Hello to you all and welcome to the Irish in the UK. Coming up on the show this week, we are at St Francis Parish Hall, Stratford in London. We'll be meeting some outstanding people who are heavily involved in the Elderly Irish Advice Network. And we'll be meeting them all later in the show. Now, there's been so many St Patrick's Day celebrations all around the country, and we've done our very best to cover as many as we possibly can. We attended a pre-St Patrick's Day breakfast at the Huddersfield Town Hall. And this was a very special occasion because history was being created. The Irish flag was raised over the top of the Huddersfield Town Hall for the very first time. This was a very proud moment for the Lord Mayor of Huddersfield and Kirklees, Councillor Cahal Burke, and for the Irish community in Huddersfield.
Good morning, everybody, and you're all very welcome here today. Céad míle fáilte to you all. Thank you all for attending this St Patrick's Day civic reception in Huddersfield to mark St Patrick's Day. I would like to welcome Norma Foley TD, Consul General, Vice Consul General, and all of you for being here today to make this a very special and unique day for us in Huddersfield. During my term in office, I've had the great pleasure of attending many different events throughout the year, and meeting people and meeting our different communities all around Huddersfield and Kirklees. We value the rich cultural diversity which exists today in all of our communities, and it is something that we are really proud of. Many of our communities have shared experiences and struggles that now brings us together and shows how much all of us have in common. Our heritage and traditions are something we should embrace, and it is great that we were able to do that here today. I would like to commend Huddersfield St Patrick's Day Parade Association, the Huddersfield Irish Centre and Brothers Pierce Gaelic Football Club for the work that they do throughout the year, aiming to promote the whole spectrum of Irish culture as well as involving the local communities. I want to congratulate the St Patrick's Day Association on another wonderful parade that has become one of the most popular days in the calendar. It was a fusion of Irish music, culture and heritage, celebrated by young and old from all walks of life. It was a fun-filled atmosphere, even with the rain, and everyone enjoyed and felt part of it. Irish migration to Great Britain has occurred from the earliest recorded history, from medieval times to the 16th, 18th centuries, 19th century, and then on to the 20th and 21st centuries. There has been a continuous movement of people between these islands of Ireland and Great Britain due to their proximity. This tide has ebbed and flowed in response to politics, economics, and social conditions of both places. It is estimated that as many as 6 million living in the UK have at least one Irish grandparent, with many more claiming Irish heritage. As we know, we're here today to mark this celebration of raising the Irish flag over Huddersfield Town Hall for the first time. As a mark of respect, the flag has been flown. It is also a thanks to the contribution of the current and previous generations of Irish people who have come to Huddersfield, and we thank them for the contributions. We must always remember and be proud of our heritage, not just today but every day, whilst also respecting and embracing others. This is what we do in Huddersfield and in the borough, and it's what makes us so diverse and so special.
Díomh Gléir is an ormhór domsa mar arabhean sa nó cá táchtach speisialta sa agus bhuaile mar dús má bhuachas a gháil as ocht an cuire agus as ocht an ama agus an deise ó chuirtam chun búlalibh agus chun leirlibh inniuh. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed an extraordinary honour for me as a Minister of the Irish Government to be here with you today and to celebrate with you St Patrick's Day, our national holiday, our patron saint. Aguina Ushla, thank you for being here to celebrate with us. And thank you beyond measure for the enormous honour that you do to us, for us today by raising the Irish flag, that symbol of Ireland. It is truly an honour to be in your presence, and I'm conscious that it is the first time that that has happened. And indeed, I have been told that the records date back to I think 1832 in terms of the first Irish person being recorded in the annals here. And I believe it is a first for the Irish flag, and I also gather that it might well be a first for a member of the Irish government to be here, certainly a first in this century. So it's a time of many, many firsts. I come from the southwest of Ireland. The Mayor himself comes from the west of Ireland in Mayo. I come from the southwest, a very beautiful part of the county, the capital of the county, which is Tralee. I come from County Kerry. And with only the modesty of Kerry people, we refer to Kerry as the kingdom. There are two kingdoms, the kingdom of God and the kingdom of Kerry. And I am so, so proud to think that I am joined by many who are from my county also. And I didn't get a chance to meet with everybody, but I know we're very strongly represented by Ballyhaig, a very beautiful part of North Kerry, and it's the part of the county from whence my mother hails. So I'm very, very proud of that as well. And I know there are many other counties represented as well. It would be remiss of me if I didn't take the opportunity, as the representative of the Irish Government, to very similarly to the Mayor, to reflect on, I suppose, from whence we have come here and where we are now. And so many came so many years ago, dating back officially to the 1800s, may well be before that. But they came with so much hope and expectation and ambition, but perhaps too with very heavy hearts. As a matter of fact, there are 70 million people worldwide who claim Irish heritage and for a variety of reasons had to leave the homeland. And I think it is quite remarkable to see them come with that hope and expectation and in a variety of different ways to realise those dreams. But in doing so, keeping the heart and the connectedness with home. I remember with profound gratitude all those who came but brought with them a little piece of Ireland and ensured that in Ireland we could be raised up by their bravery, by their courage, by their giftedness. And we thank them for that today. And there's a lovely line in a poem written by an Irish poet where she talks about Níl cuine fiúra anim, their names are not remembered. Fiú ceir vastiv ní fasacán, and where they came from are not remembered. It was so heartbreaking at the time to remember them because they had to leave under difficult circumstances. But today, and in past and previous years, we remember and we celebrate them because our hearts are filled now, because we see the great successes that they have achieved abroad, and we recall too their loyalty to Ireland.
My own father Maurice moved here in 1947 to take up the post of senior master at St Patrick School, followed a year later by his new wife Anne. They bought the first house in Osborne Road in Birkby, with Dad securing a deposit, courtesy of a £250 prize on the Irish Independent crossword. Mum and Dad gave us a strong sense of our Irish heritage, which was reinforced by our regular trips over to Ireland in our 12-seater minibus to see relatives in East Cork, West Limerick and other locations across Ireland. We were also schooled in Irish history. Dad was a young boy during the Irish War of Independence, and this definitely shaped his views on the political situation. Given the impact of the Troubles, openly celebrating your Irish heritage in those days could be a bit tricky at times, but the Irish community still did this in many ways, through music, dance, drama, sport, and the odd pint or two. Dad was also a member of the Irish Society, and one of their aims was to have a place where members of the Irish community could gather and call their own. He would have loved to have been alive when the Irish Centre was opened in 1999, and I would personally like to pay a big tribute to all those people who made huge efforts to make this a reality, and those who continue to this day to do so. Many of you are in the audience today, and there are many who are no longer with us, who played pivotal roles in making it happen. It truly was a mighty achievement. Following on from this was the first St Patrick's Parade on the 11th of March 2001, after lots of planning and lots of fundraising. I clearly remember the excitement and emotion that I felt as I stood in Market Parade, watching the parade approaching. I had a lump in my throat and a feeling of immense pride inside. And once again, I thought about how my dad would have absolutely loved it. Organising the parade in its original format was a huge undertaking requiring an army of people to organise, run the event and also to raise funds. I think that this showed the best qualities of our community to come together for a common cause and deliver it. So, fast forward to today and wow, we have the tricolour flying over the town hall, the front of the building will be illuminated in the green, white and gold, and we have a civic reception too. It's a landmark day for the Irish community in Huddersfield, and hopefully we have put down a marker for the future.
Can I acknowledge those who are here, who worked and continue to work through their various organisations, whether through the Irish Centre here, whether through the St Patrick's Day Parade Committee, whether through the GAA, all those who raised up those who came here and continue to raise up and keep alive the heritage, the culture, the history and the tradition of Ireland. We owe you an enormous debt of gratitude. It is wonderful to see right across the world, as we see in Huddersfield, little pieces of Ireland in our music, in our culture and in our sport, and we thank you for that.
So I'd like to thank you all again for being here to celebrate and be part of this moment in time, this piece of history, for the very first time having the flag of Ireland over the town hall. So thank you for being here. Lole Pádraig Chulajiv.
It was great to see so many people attend the St Patrick's celebrations and of course to witness the Irish flag being raised over the Huddersfield Town Hall. We'll take a break and we'll see you very soon.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on that?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good. You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105. Between us. Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you?
In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat. Come in, I'm coming. You couldn't run the length to yourself.
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at Ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the North West, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
The Warrington Irish Club, a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
Welcome back. Now we're off to St Francis Parish Hall, Stratford in London to meet some outstanding people who are heavily involved with the Elderly Irish Advice Network. It was their Tuesday tea dance and they were having great music from Johnny McHugh.
As the miles go rolling by, I sometimes wonder why the neon lights, they're always calling me.
John, what a fantastic day here today.
It is a wonderful day, and it's like this every month. We have one here the first Thursday of every month, and it's just like this today. Same as every month. We get 80 to 90 people here regularly, not average, regularly every month.
And I'll tell you had Johnny Fingers McHugh today providing the entertainment, and didn't he do a great job?
He's done a marvellous job. He's a real pro, and we have him here at least twice a year when he's over on tour from Ireland. He's here at the moment, so we have him today, and he'll be here again in August and perhaps in October. So we have him about two or three times a year.
Going down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. So bring a fire, and bring a fire.
I would never guess it's the middle of the day with all that crowd that's in there and all the dancing going on.
Well, no, but they come from not just this area. They come from the 7 London boroughs of East London and beyond. They come from South London, Lewisham, and some come from as far away as Clapham.
Going down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burned, burned, burned.
Well, I met John in the local parish choir, and he said to me one day after I'd been there a while, how would you like to come along and do the minutes, take the minutes at the meetings that I'm chairman of the committee? And I said, oh, I'll give it a try. So I went along and I've been there ever since.
You're due a life pension now.
Possibly.
You're secretary, and it's a very important job as well to look after all that side of things.
Yes, that's right, yes. I do most of the paperwork that's involved that John can't do or needs help with.
Yeah, and of course you help him with the treasurer's work as well in looking after the money and all the other side of it.
Make a note of what we've taken at the door and what we've taken for other trips that we might be having the members go on. I've enjoyed it very much indeed. I'll miss it.
It was Sally's idea in 2011 to form the Irish Pensioners Forum of East London. So without Sally, we wouldn't be here. It gives me great pleasure on your behalf to make this presentation to Sally for the wonderful work she's done here in East London, not only for the Irish Pensioners Forum, but also for the Irish Elderly Advice Network that she also ran here for many, many years, and her husband Seamus before that. Sally Mulready, OBE. Sally.
I worked for Islington Council for about 9 years, and it was time for me to move on, and I wanted to work in the Irish world, in the Irish community, that I hadn't had the opportunity of to then. So I saw an ad that basically said this is advice work I wanted, and I took it from there. It was a big palaver getting the job. An even bigger one, getting commitments on funding. It's a small voluntary organisation, and from '92 to the present day, it has blossomed and continues to blossom. Our main purpose was to look at the circumstances and the conditions and the kind of perspective of older Irish people. Where are they, what are they doing? I could see high levels of poverty, and I could see poor housing. What we were determined about was that older Irish people will no longer be tolerated living in these conditions.
I know you received the OBE for the great work that you've done with the Irish community here in London.
People did ask me, you know, was it the thing to do as for an Irish person? And as far as I was concerned, I was being recognised and acknowledged for the work that I did. I wanted to do more. I wanted to develop more support networks for older Irish people, and you know, if I got an OBE during the course of it, well, I'm honoured.
On the road to meet old friends that I have seldom seen.
We operate now in 5 separate locations covering all 32 boroughs of London, and we help people in all 32 counties of Ireland. We have 3 full-time employees and 3 part-time employees, and we have a few freelancers. So in actual fact, you know, there's a lot of work that goes into what we do, but there's a small team of people that carry it out. It's very important as people get older, they often get isolated, they're living on their own, their families have been priced out of living in London, they often move out to Kent, you know, the home counties, and might see their families once a month. So I think what we do is that we bring together like a community, and it's like a home from home. Up in St Thomas More, we have a lunch every Thursday, where initially we had 20 people. Now we're having up to 80 people come to that lunch. For them, it's not just about food, it's about friendship, you know, people coming together.
The advice and guidance that you're giving is vitally important, but on the other hand side of it, the music, the dancing, the tea dances is very important for the mind, for the body, and for bringing communities together.
Absolutely. I mean, as you said there, Martin, we have the advice services, which is the key part of what we do, but the cultural side is very important. Music is one of the great things that brings people together. It lifts their spirits, it helps their well-being, and not only like it improves them getting out, it helps not only their mental health but their physical health as well. People get up and sing, they dance, they have a chat, they have a laugh, and it keeps Irish tradition and Irish community together and alive in London. We also have a play which is about to go on the road again, written by Sally Mulready, called The Nun's Chorus, and there's a group of older actors participating and rehearsing at the moment, and they range in age from 65 up to 92.
I've been asked by so many people how I am, and I just want to say to people through your radio programme, I'm okay. I'm working really hard at making sure that I survive. But I wanted to, talk it up and let other people know it is something that's not very pleasant. But if you keep going and be strong and determined and do everything you're advised to do, you'll get there.
Yeah. You're suffering with dementia, and I have to say you're handling it very, very well, and you're coping very good.
Thank you. I have no choice. It's tough, but I want other older Irish people to see you can do it. Like, you can give an interview on radio, just like I'm doing. I was out there about 20 minutes ago, and suddenly got the notion that I wanted to dance. Now, I haven't danced for quite a while, and I did, and Ned danced with me, and it was lovely. I enjoyed it immensely.
I was originally on the committee with the Irish Elderly Advice Network, and we started up this little umbrella kind of thing in East London. Didn't even realise there were so many Irish in here, but we soon discovered there was plenty of them. Some of the older people that came over in the 50s, 60s never got into the system, and then in later life they were struggling to get just a place to live, a roof over their heads, what entitlements there were, to get. And so we're there for them, blue badges, Irish passports, Irish pensions, and basically nearly anything we can do to help the older Irish.
At least you're getting the advice to the people that really need it.
Well, this is it, because now with modern technology, all you hear is www.com. Well, I'm afraid for someone in their 70s and 80s, that www is a bit of a problem. So we help them out with that, even for appointments with doctors, things that confuses older people. We've got a helpline. We got a girl there, Ciara, who is there at the end of the phone for anyone who's a bit lonely or just to talk to somebody, because one thing we learned during COVID was that the loneliness of the person living on their own was very, very bad.
Congratulations to you both and to all your team. Wonderful work that you're doing, and great to be here with you today.
Thank you very much indeed, Martin.
I'd just like to say one final thing, that we are fully dependent and thankful and grateful to the Irish government for the funding that they give us every year. So with their help, we can afford to run things cheaper than we would normally do without the funding. So big thanks to the Irish government.
Sally, I have to say it's been an honour to meet you today and to hear about the great work that you've done down the years. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. And I'm delighted to see you recording, because we need more evidence of what we do.
We travel all over the country filming for our show, and we experience at first hand the wonderful work that's been done by all community groups up and down the country. It's truly fantastic, the great advice, help and support that is given to our Irish community all around the UK. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you, wherever you may be. Well done to you all for the great care and attention that you are given to our Irish community here in the UK. We'll be back with the Irish in the UK next Thursday night. See you then.